Alright y'all, welcome back to another video. So just like the video says, I am in charge of the chitlins for this Thanksgiving. I have a video that's out already that shows you how to cook and clean chitlins. So I am just going to get started. So I have my chitlins here and I have gloves. That's up to you if you want to get into chitlins without gloves, but I have gloves. So here I have Hog Maw and chitlins. So this is my Hog Maw and these are my chitlins. They've already been cleaned and soaked for a few hours, so it's time for me to put them on. Now, I do not cut up my chitlins and Hog Maw right now. I wait until they cook down and then I strain them out and then I cut them. So I cut them up. So now I'm just gonna show you how I go ahead and prepare them. So I am going to go ahead and add the chitlins, and I am just using a Dutch pot. You can use whatever you have at home. And if you watch my previous videos, I do not add any water to my chitlins when it first start cooking, because the chitlins will make its own water. So let me go ahead and add the chitlins. And if anyone wants to know the exact amount, this is the chitlins I have is a total of 2 5-pound bags. So we have 10 pounds of chitlins and I have about 5 pounds of Hog Maw. All right, so now that I have already placed the chitlins in my pot, I already have my onions, garlic, green pepper, and red pepper already chopped up. So I am going to add it to my pot. And you want to add all of this now. The garlic I have about 8 to 9 garlic cloves. This is 1 whole green pepper and 1 whole red pepper. And the onion is a half an onion. And I keep my onions sliced and not chopped up because it cooks down and I don't want to have a whole bunch of crunchy onions and stuff like that while I'm eating my chitlins, okay? All right, so once we are done with adding the veggies, which was the bell pepper, the red peppers, about 8 to 9 garlic cloves, I am now going to add chicken bouillon. So it's this one right here. And I'm just going to add 1 whole one. As you can see, 1 whole one. I'm going to add some garlic salt. And the reason why you don't want to go heavy with the salt is because the chicken bouillon is pretty strong as far as salt content. All right. And I am going to add just some salt, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. And I mean just a little. That's about all I'm gonna do. Okay, so I have my vinegar, okay, and you just use regular vinegar. You can use apple cider, but just remember apple cider have a different flavor to it, so that's about it. So I'll say that's about 1/4 of a cup that I'm adding, okay? Last but not least, before I turn the stove on, I am going to add basil. So let me take the basil out. And I'm going to rinse this off really quick. I add about 4. Okay. Let me rinse this basil off. All right, so that's all I am going to do, okay? That's the only thing I'm going to do. I'm gonna close this basil up, put it back in the fridge, and put the chicken bouillon. So I'm gonna place this on about medium, place my stove on about medium, and it's going to cook for at least an hour and a half before I add any water to it. So let me zoom in so you guys can see there is no water or anything like that. So I am going to place the lid on it, and I'll be back for part 2 to show you what we do once it's all done and once we reach that hour and a half slot, okay? All right.